Welcome back, my lovely brothers and sisters. Hope you're all well. Welcome back to Made in Mike's World. This video is a special request. You guys know I don't like doing long videos, but somebody has requested it, and you guys have been asking me to do a room tour in detail for a very long time now. You guys only see bits and pieces of the room. So after getting hit up by one of the loyals, I decided to launch this video. Now guys, it's gonna be a long video. You may wanna skip through it, I don't know. But if you wanna see the aces that I'm holding in the collection, you probably don't wanna miss anything. If you can dedicate an hour or whatever of your time, it'll be well worth it as a collector to see what's in the museum. Messages. One of the loyals, Ace Monkey 87, for some new gaming. You guys that are into gaming on Switch or Ditch or something like that, sign up with him. He's looking for people. I'm not a gamer, but he's my boy, and he deserves a following over there. Mike Torrey, I'm still waiting for that artwork, man. I don't want the world to see it on Sideshow. I'd rather them see it on Made in Mike's World first. So come on, man, get me a couple pieces so I can display them for you, so I can show them out there, show them how awesome you are. All you other guys, the loyals, love you, miss you, hope you're all well. Let's get into this video. Let's dive into it. Again, guys, I must apologize. It's gonna be a little lengthy, but it's by request. So let's check it out. Let's see what we got. Okay, guys, here's the stairway to the museum. I like to call it paradise. All right. This is something I kind of did some months ago, maybe 6 months ago. I think I told you guys I'm not a big fan of shelving, but corner shelves I do like, especially in a location like this where the high ceiling up the wall. So I thought this was a perfect place for shelving. And you guys know this area of the museum on the way up. I like to call this Wolverine Way, because I packed the Wolverines in. All right, first art. I don't remember this guy's name. It's Artie or something like that, but I've got a few of his pictures, kind of like his artwork. I think he does well. All right, let's get to the statues. Now this one right here, I want to say this was a European release. I don't think this was released in the States, and I don't remember how and where I picked it up, but I did. I love it. It's a small piece. I want to say it's maybe 1/5, 1/6. Has a lot of switch outs. I think 3 different heads, a couple different claws for such a little piece. So I thought this was really a sweet piece, and it's pretty much one of my untouchables. 1, because it doesn't take up much space, and 2, it's pretty badass. All right, as we climb up, this is the Boeing statue. This has been with me for many, many years. It's been through earthquakes, fell a couple of times, and it's still in perfect condition. So obviously it was meant to stay with me. So we're keeping that bad boy. And that is Kotobuki. I want to say this is 1/6 or 1/5 scale. I don't remember, but I thought this was a perfect piece for this location. You know, the view is fantastic when you're coming down the stairs in the museum. I'll give you all that view in a minute. It just fits perfect. And they are all earthquake putty put in. So, I mean, something can knock them down, but do the best you can to protect your investments. All right, we got this great Wolverine picture right there. It's one of the best ones. Okay, so we climb up the stairs backwards. We got the X-Men. So I tried to go X-Men, X-Men. Tried to keep it on one side. X-Men. The Death of the Wolverine. I think this is great. Great artwork right here. It's by the guy that charges $1 million for his artwork, but he is pretty good. And I think you guys know who I'm talking about. No names mentioned, but he is overpriced. All right, the Wolverine on the bike. Same guy as that one. Got him again. Put this picture up there because I like the way he's looking down on the Wolverines. And the last Wolverine picture is this one. Wolverine with Hulk and the blades right there. So, pretty badass. All right, here's the view from the top of the stairs of Wolverine Way. I think that really, really looks good. I mean, all the pitches are leveled off perfect. I mean, I'm kind of like an anal precise guy when it comes to putting shit together. So if it's not perfect, I'll tear it apart. I can't tell you how many times I had to patch holes in there. Trying to bring it all together and have it perfectly measured off, but it pretty much is. All right, now let me take you back down the stairs, guys. And as the rest of the stairway. Figured we're starting the DC area right here, so we are greeted by Harley Quinn Hot Toys. I think this is a great Hot Toys piece. I mean, I think the resale actually backs that up. I mean, people seem to be killing for this if you put it on the eBay or something like that. So I'll never let this one go. I think this is probably my most favorite Hot Toys piece. All right, put Michelle Pfeiffer. This is Tweetahead. Catwoman. I think she goes absolutely fantastic here. Fantastic. I just recently added the lower shelf right here. I wanted to put the two girls together. I thought it was a good idea. So being that we have nothing underneath or anything like that, so I think it works. All right. And then we got the Catwoman. Goes perfect right there. Yeah, I got a statue of her, and it may look better over there, but it won't fit. And I didn't want to have a real big shelf coming out of this area right here. So, okay, we got Catwoman by Olivia. And let's go to this wall. We got Harley Quinn with her bat. You guys seen all this from prior videos. Again, everything's measured off pretty much perfect. That's the way to do it. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Okay, guys? Do it right. All right. We got the long artwork up here, just below it. Two nice pieces. I like the Jokers back to back right here. What I like about this artwork is if you take a look around, they have little Harleys and Jokers in the corners and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty badass. The bat coming out, looks good. Now this one, I told you guys about this piece. This was a long sellout from Sideshow that I missed. Again, one of the things, I was probably sleeping at the wheel and I missed out on this, but I was able to get it through my framer who does all the stuff for Warner Brothers, and he was able to pull this from Warner Brothers. It is Sideshow and signed by the artist, but it's exclusively for Warner Brothers. So he asked me how many different pieces I want, and for some reason I just missed everything else and looked at this one, and I was like, that's the one I want, that's the one I want. I've been missing that one. That's the one I missed 5 years ago or 10 years ago, whenever it was out. So anyway, all right. The last picture before we get into the museum statues is Sigourney. I had to put her in this little place. It goes perfect. So we got the DC right here. So, okay, final view of the top staircase. All right, guys, let's dive in to the bathroom part of the museum, because every part of this room, the museum, is a museum. All right. Okay, bathroom. All right. We got, I think this is a great picture. I do not understand why it was still available. I don't know if it's available anymore, but I don't understand why it's still available. It's a great piece by a great artist. As you can see, I got a lot of her work in this place. I think she's probably my favorite artist out there. With the Bud and Lou, and then you guys remember I had these made specifically just to go above this phenomenal picture. I think it looks great. Any guests that come in, I'm like, do not use those towels. So, all right, then we got the famous Rogues Gallery picture. I was very lucky to get in on this one. I think this has a really, really good resale, but it's not for sale. So, but it is a great picture. It's dark. It goes well in here because of the light when you turn the light on. So I've had it in other locations in the museum. It's kind of hard to see from far away, but in the bathroom, it really comes to life. And, you know, bathroom is part of the museum. All right. Then we got Poison Ivory. All right. Just above the toilet. And as we scroll down, we have Batman. Christian Bale. This is a little cheap piece I've had for many years. I want to say it was Batman Returns when that came out. I picked it up. It lights up the bat signal at the bottom of the base. And it's not very expensive, so that's why it's on top of the toilet. If it falls, it won't break. It's been through some battles. All right, I even decorate the toilet seat with Harley. So we're all together, guys. Nothing in the museum is safe from being decorated with characters. So, all right, let's dive into the main part of the room, guys. Okay, guys, that's the view as you step up into the museum. All right, we're gonna go from DC all the way through. Okay, we got the setup right here. This little setup put together. Got the Heath Ledger poster, Sideshow. We got the Joker from Prime 1. I don't know who that's from, but it's cool. Old school Joker. Gotta have it. Put the little Harley in between. Little Batmobile there. All right. We got Queen Studios. Batman and Joker. Ledger and Bale. Put this little mask, I don't know where it belongs. It belongs to something, but I thought it looked good right between his feet right there. So, this is the extended base that is kind of hard to get a hold of, but I was able to get a hold of it, and I think it was well worth it. It's extremely, extremely heavy. So we got that. We got Bell's swap out head right there. We got Adam West. So as you can see how I kind of set that up, guys. I have a Michelle Pfeiffer poster that I need to get framed. I've been sitting on it for a couple of months, and one of these days I will get to it. It's just not that easy, guys. I have a life, I think. All right. Put this little side, little shelf in the corner right here. Just wanted to put something looking down. Put Ben Affleck. I don't know where that's from or who that's from, but I think it looks cool up there. It works. All right. Got the Batman Prime 1 Noel exclusive version up there. Got the Joker swap out head Ledger right there. I got the Lee Mahejo or whatever his name is. I'm just messing around, guys. Joker exclusive with all the swap out heads. Christopher Reeve from Iron Studios. Got them displayed up there. Ben Affleck again. Little one. Again, I don't know who made that. All right, so I tried to keep all the movie characters relatively next to each other here. So what I did, I put all the villains in here. Laid Michelle Pfeiffer down from Tweet Ahead. We got the Catwoman. I still call her the Catwoman from Sideshow. No names mentioned. We got Heath Ledger back there from Sideshow. Put the little mask down there. I want to say the mask is from Hot Toys. Tweet Ahead, Michelle Pfeiffer, exclusive. I think this is a great piece. They made 1 million of them, so it's not going to be worth anything, but other than beautiful to look at. Okay, Queen Studios, Ledger. I had that out on display outside the case in between these guys, but I decided to put it in here, and I think it looks fabulous in this roundup of villains. Got Harley, Sideshow Harley. Okay, let's go on down. Got Hot Toys, Ledger and Bale. Batman Returns and Ledger. I had him posed like that before I did receive the Queen Studios piece. So I haven't been able to swap them out into another one, another pose. But I will one day. I got to get into the storage, get all the parts, get the box, and move them around. All right. Up top, I was able to put the Tweet Ahead collection up there. Everything's kind of earthquake putty in underneath. So I think this looks really cool up there with Batman, Robin, and Superman on the top of the cabinet. I think it adds a wonderful flair to the top of the cabinet. Nice colors. So I thought that was a great creative idea. And that's what I like to do. Create ideas and put them together, man. All right. Here goes one case. We got the Prime 1 Batman 1/5, I believe that is. I think that's the first small statue they ever made, was this one. And I do have a very low number. I think it's a great piece. It's the exclusive. I think it's great. The base, it's not a space hog. And it looks great in this cabinet. We got the Arkham Knight Sideshow Joker back there. And then we got the old school Joker behind, right next to him. So I think that's a nice setup in there. Put the little bat in the box here that comes from, I want to say it came from Harley Quinn's Sideshow statue as an exclusive version. I think it looks better in here. So then I added some little Joker bombs here that I believe came from XM Studios Joker. All right, let's make our way down. Okay, had a little shelf availability here, so I decided to dress it up with a bunch of Batmans and the Joker swap out heads behind it. So I think this was well done and being creative with the space that was available in this cabinet. Don't know who made it. I know those are the swap outs for Prime 1. Don't remember where that's from. Many years up. So, I know that's Iron Studios. I think that's Ben Affleck. So, kind of put the 3 Batmans together with the 3 Joker heads behind it. I think it goes well. All right, coming down. We got the Heath Ledger. This is the OG. To me, I think this is the one that kind of busted down the door. Half scale. Is there better quality being made today? I would say yes, but I don't see, give me another half scale. Nobody else has tried to do something better. I see half scale bust, but I'm not seeing a half scale Ledger. So until that's made by somebody else, this is the OG. And there's a bunch of swap out hands available with that. We know this one, Prime 1. All right. I think that's Queen Studios mask. It's a real mask. I don't know how many they released, but they were sold out really quick on that. So it displays with the stand and everything, but I thought it went fantastic right between his legs on the base. I thought that was awesome to put it there, and I think it shows well in there. All right, guys. Next cabinet. All right, we got the Batman Nightmare from Sideshow back there with its exclusive head, the bat look. We got Harley Quinn. This is exclusive. I I don't remember what the swap out, maybe it was a swap out hand or something that made it exclusive. No big deal. But, and we got the Joker XM. I want to say this is a 1/6 scale. Those little Joker bombs, that's where they came from. I displayed them in the cabinet too. So I think it goes well. I think it goes well. But all these are subject to change because as more pieces come in, we kind of, you know, we gotta move them around to make them look, to blend together. All right, let's come down here. We got Sideshow Harley Quinn. That is the exclusive. I think the Bat in the Box piece came with that piece. So that's one of my favorite pieces, actually. I think it's really cool. Her pose and everything. She's ready to bring the hammer down. And she's got the great smile to her. And we got the tweet ahead variant. Poison Ivory. I thought this was the better one than the regular edition, so I held out for this one. And I'm glad I did because, like I said, I believe the green look just kind of goes with Poison Ivory. That's just me. And then we got Tweet Ahead Joker here. I think this is a nice, vibrant piece. Nice bright colors. It definitely pumps up the display a little bit. So I think that's I think that goes well in there. And then we got an empty cabinet. So, all right, let's swap on over. We got the three beasts across the row right there. All from Arkham Knight. We got Batman. I think that's the Origins version. It is the exclusive. It's a very sought after piece on the left side with the Deathstroke helmet in hand, and then the Deathstroke on display right here. That's Iron Studios. I put between his legs. I think that looks kind of cool, being that is the piece is revolved around Deathstroke, so I thought that was a wonderful place to put it. I think that goes well. We got Iron Studios, Batman here. There was so many versions in that game and stuff. I forgot. All right, this is the exclusive Joker, Arkham Knight from Prime 1. This one actually has like 3 swap out heads that are all pretty badass across the board. And I want to say 2 swap out arms, 2 or 3, I think 3 swap out arms. So this is a really, really good piece. I mean, if you guys can pick this up, if you're a fan of the video game, I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of video games, but I know a lot of you are. And this is such a great piece. So you guys should pick this up, and it's probably not that hard to get a hold of these days. So, like I said, there's so many different displays to it. I want to say 3 hand movements and 3 heads, and they're all fantastically sculpted. So, okay, we got the exclusive Batman Arkham Knight Battle Damage version. It's all, you know, his cape and everything is all scratched up and dirty and everything. Looks pretty good. He comes with a swap out head, maskless head. Good piece. Another piece that's highly sought after because they didn't make a lot of these. So that's why the retail on this is pretty damn good. All right. We got Iron Studios right here. Batman, Arkham Knight. Kind of matched all the Arkham Knight division together. Try to keep it all together up here. I think it goes well. I did put putty underneath these, the Batmans, because of the, just the way they were on the base. Probably easy to tip over. The Joker is pretty hammered down. And if that comes down, because of the base being so heavy, that's going to be a hell of an earthquake. All right, let's get on down. Decided to put the Justice League here, basically all movie characters, in this case together, okay? We got the tweet ahead, Linda Carter. Nice little piece. I like it. I like Linda Carter. I'm old school. And then we got the very controversial Superman. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for much more. I think it looks great. And he blends in here. And we got Lobo. And Lobo, this is the XM Studios Lobo. Fantastically engineered. Just there's so much to this statue than just what you see. I mean, there's so many pieces that come with it, little pieces. And I know it's not the movie version, but I did put Aquaman, since he's going to be playing him, I put Aquaman right next to him. So kind of try to throw that in there. And yeah, this XM Studios Lobo is fantastic. I love it. All right, the little DC Aquaman, Jason. All right, this is just an amazing piece. I cannot believe that this piece never really gets a lot of love. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the movie sucked. I get it. But the costume's fantastic. And to me, this is definitely a showstopper in my museum. I love it. It gives the room such a vibrant feel with that gold. And it was definitely by far the best part of that movie. All right, let's get on down. We got Hot Toys. We got the great looking Hot Toys. I think she looks great. I like it. I think she goes well in here. I have another Gale statue that I haven't been able to get to, but I will one of these days, and give a review of it. All right, that's a swap out head there. Pretty good. All right, guys, let's get on down. All right, we did a little Justice League down here, and we got so much space here. All this, I mean, I still got a ton of space in here in the DC section, so all this will be subject to change. Okay, we got the tweet ahead Flash. A lot of people like this statue, and that's why I pre-ordered it, because I thought it was a badass piece, fairly priced. And I needed a Flash in my collection. And we got the Sideshow Batman versus Superman exclusive. You guys see that? It's a great piece. And then we got the Wonder Woman XM Studios 1/6 scale. All right, guys, there's your DC collection right there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's get one final sweep of the DC wall. All right, let's get into the Marvel. Now, the Marvel is going to be what I did. I put Thanos. I needed a space to put Thanos. So I put that little shelf in there in the corner. And I think he's all right in there. He fits okay. I hung a picture there just to kind of add a little brightness to the wall. All right, let's get to the Marvel wall. Okay, the Marvel wall is going to be a future problem, guys, and I'll tell you why. As you can see, space is going to be an issue. So I sit here sometimes and I try to get creative on how I'm going to move cases around to to extend the Marvel wall. What am I going to do? I've got some ideas, but I'm not there yet, and I don't need to be there yet. I am going to move a few pieces, probably of the Wolverines, when I get the Phoenix in, the Phoenix Jean Grey transformation. So that piece alone is probably going to take up one case. So I got to figure out what to do. I'm good at that stuff, so I'll get it done. All right, let's dive in. All right, we got the Gentle Giants Rocket and Groot. You guys all know my favorite piece is XM Studios Rocket and Groot, but it's a monster and I don't have the space for it. I missed out on it. I could have picked it up relatively cheap over the last couple of months twice, but I chose not to because I didn't want to deal with the space issue at this moment. But it will come one day. So we'll get it. I believe this is a 1/5 Sideshow Black Panther. This blends perfect over here with Scarlet Witch in the back, adding nice color to these two dark characters on display. So we step back from it. Looks great, huh, guys? All right, we'll come down. We got Sideshow Thor, and I've had these since that Avenger movie came out, and I like this piece because you can bring it together to display it as one, or you can spread it the way I did, and I kind of like the way it looks in the case. All three of these guys are in a battle. There's fire. There's everything going on. I don't even remember who makes this. I want to say it was Kotobuki or Gentle Giants or something that made these two pieces, but they were relatively cheap. I want to say like $150 each at the time I purchased it. And it's a great, it goes well in this case. That's all I got to say. It goes well. All right, let's make our way down. We got the Sideshow Thanos. This is an exclusive version. Great piece. This was a steal. Captain Marvel. Sideshow. Doesn't take up space. I like the mask version of her. And I displayed her right behind Thanos, ready to unload on him. And then I got Hot Toys, Chris Evans in there. I just threw him in there. He's one of those pieces that I don't know what to do with. I like it, but I don't know what to do. But he works in there for now. All right, guys, let's go top. We got the Wolverine row up there, old school Sideshow, exclusive version. This is a rarity. I want to say there's about 65 of these made. Marvel versus Capcom. It's an exclusive version. I think there's only, actually I believe this is number 62 of 65. It was done by Eric Sosa, and it's a little community of artists. I forget their name, but it's a nice piece. But I'm actually, the base is warped, but I don't care. It's still such a great piece, but I am probably going to move that piece one day to make some space. Sideshow Wolverine, exclusive. I think he goes great on top of the case. All three of these go great on top of the case. All right, let's make our way down. All right, this case, we have the PCS Wolverine, which, guys, I still believe may be the best Wolverine statue ever made. I don't know. It's in that category. One, because it's 1/3. It's not giant, but it's big enough, and I think it's incredible, and I believe they only made 400 of them. I've been pumped up on that statue. You guys have seen the review of it. You know how I was with it. All right, Deadpool, Sideshow, exclusive. He goes great in there. Great base. Not a big space hog. Love it. So I was able to fit 3 pieces in this case. So you guys that are second guessing getting your module cases, stop wasting time. All right, we got the Sideshow Spider-Man exclusive. I think the swap out head has a half Spider-Man, half human look. But I like this Spider-Man because it is an old school look, and it's the version I like. It's the version I grew up on. So, all right. Next case. We got the Logan exclusive Sideshow. We got the Sideshow Wolverine exclusive back there. You guys have seen this. And then we got the XM Studios. Now this one, to me, was the best Wolverine statue ever made until the PCS made it. But this one has so many damn swap outs. It has the arms wide. It has katanas. It has real live bones. It has different positions, uppercut, over the top, hands out wide. It has so much to offer, this piece. It's a phenomenal piece. As we dive in a little closer, look at that. I mean, that's all right. So we got the Wolverine set up pretty well. What I tried to match here, I tried to keep the Wolverines all center row, all the way down. Okay, so now we go to next case. Venom versus Spider-Man, Sideshow. I think that's a great piece. Put Deadpool Hot Toys behind it. Hulk versus Wolverine, the scene that started it all. Great. That's Sideshow Collectibles. I mean, like I said before, every collector should own this piece. We got Chris Evans lost in the case somewhere with Iron Studios. I thought he looked cool right there. We got the Ghost Rider, Iron Studios in the back. And we got the Masterpiece, Daredevil, Iron Studios. This piece is special. There's some issues with the paint, whatever. Paint job could have been better. But this piece is incredible. Everything about it is incredible. And I think they only made 700 and it was gone so fast. One of the most 700 piece statue I've ever seen disappear that quick. And I believe I got number 4 in that batch. So I'm good. All right, let's come on down. Here we go. Sideshow Thor. Okay. It's a great piece. I posed them really well in this case. I put the old school Sideshow Wolverine right in the middle. That's, you know, doesn't take up a lot of space. And the Sideshow Captain America ready to pound on the Wolverine. So there's a little war going on in this case. All right, guys. How's that? All right. Next case, of Marvel. All right, we got the Iron Studios movie piece of Captain America. I love this piece. Was it overpriced? Yes. But look at the way it's all displayed with all the small movie Marvel Endgame pieces or whatever. I think that is a fantastic display. With the big cap in the middle. So I think this piece was born to be displayed on top of this case with these 4 characters around them. Just my opinion. All right, we come on down and we got the PCS Ghost Rider. You guys know how pumped I was about this piece. People were complaining that the teeth were chipped and everything, and I tell you the truth, I think that's a skull. I think that's what I didn't care. It is. It's to me, it's no big deal. I'm good with that. I'm not gonna bitch about that because I think the piece is just phenomenal anyway. It's just electric. It's electric. It's like a pitcher coming into the baseball game throwing 105 miles an hour. That's the way I look at this piece. It's electric. All right, let's break it on down. Legendary Beast Studios XM Captain America. Very special piece. 1/3. It has quite a few swap outs. And I want to say there was only maybe 200 made or 150 made. So it's a special piece. I put the Sideshow Thor and Sideshow Iron Man with the American flag behind him. I think, you know, you got the big 3 right there displayed perfectly. I think it looks phenomenal. Can't ask for anything more. And I like the way I posed him. I put him on the bottom. He's looking up as you walk in and approach the museum. He's looking at you. He's like, what are you doing in my museum? All right, guys, let's give a final look at the Marvel row. Put a picture here, the big 3. And again, these things over here are just subject to change. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna expand the wall of Marvel. But it's gonna be a battle left for another day. All right, guys, let's swing around. We got Jonesy and Sequoia. All right, this is what I was able to do with the Sci-Fi section, okay? I got them all displayed. I put aliens and predators on top. So, you know what, guys? I really don't know where I got this from. This is one of the very old pieces of mine. I don't have the box or anything, but it's still a pretty badass piece, and it goes well with the setup. Little alien and in the incubator. A friend of mine gave me that for Christmas a couple of years ago. All right, we got the Sideshow Predator. That has a swap out head. You guys know that. Maskless. And we got Sideshow aliens. And we got another Sideshow aliens back there. That one could be mounted on the wall. I've had it mounted on the wall before. I've taken it down. I've done so many things with it. Now here we go. This is This is a really, really special piece. H.R. Geiger Museum. This is number 143 of 1,000. Cool props. Did it. And you get a signed thing from H.R. Geiger's wife and everything. So I like it in the case. It is a very special piece. Something that probably will remain in my collection until broke or until death. So that is a 1/3 scale. Then we sideshow aliens with the soldiers underneath. Set up my own little diorama over here. We got Prime 1, Predator. I like him holding the stick. There's a couple different options with him. You can have the mask on or the mask off. I think he looks great up here. And then we got the Hot Toys, Sigourney Weaver with Jonesy on top. Sideshow egg. I think that looks great right over there. I think this is a fantastic display right here with these characters. All right, let's take it on down. We got the Rogues One, Darth Vader, Sideshow. I think they only made 500 pieces of this, so it's a valuable piece. It's a highly sought after piece, but I love it. I think it's probably going to stay in my collection for a long time. We got the Sideshow C-3PO and R2. The R2 for this is incredibly cheap. I cannot believe that actually they released something like this. It's basically a plastic toy. But does he look good in the collection? Yeah, he does, but it's a plastic toy. It's garbage. You guys that never bought it, good for you. I'm the sucker that did. Am I disappointed with it? Yeah, for the price I was. But I wanted an R2 in my collection at the time. I needed him and I wanted him. So he stayed. All right. We got the Terminator booth right here. We got Sideshow, skeleton version. Then we got Genesis, Arnold. I want to say this is from the 3rd Terminator. And then we got another Genesis when he's naked. I mean, some people don't really like that piece, but I think he goes really well in that booth together. I mean, to me, that looks like a hell of a display right there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to each his own, but I think that's a fantastic looking display. All right, let's go to the next one. We got the Mandalorian. We got Chewie, both from Sideshow. And then we got Hot Toys, The Matrix. Some of you are probably looking at me saying, well, why don't you have the Star Wars guys right next to the guys? I kind of like the way I split it up. Put the Terminator in the middle, Star Wars on each side. The Matrix guy, Keanu Reeves, he was a tossin'. I didn't know where to put him, so I think he fits in there. The space is available in there, so I put him in there. All right, guys, let's get a last look at the sci-fi section. All right, okay. I know most of you horror fans can't wait for this section. All right, top. Here we go, King Kong Godzilla. I don't remember who made that Godzilla. But it is a small piece count, maybe 300. And I think it was great because it doesn't take up a lot of height, but it resembles old school Godzilla. So I don't know who made it. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't follow the names of, I follow the big companies, but the small companies kind of can't remember them all. It's called Alzheimer's, guys. Alzheimer's. All right. You guys, you old school sci-fi people, you guys know that. Great. The X-Files. I don't know who did that either. And I don't know who did King Kong. But it blends well up there. All right, guys, let's come on down. We got Freddy. Sideshow Freddy. Along with Pennywise from Tweet Ahead. Along with Blue and Owen. That wasn't a sideshow piece. That was a company that went out of business, I believe. Don't remember their name. But still, overall, I like the piece. All right, we're gonna come down here. We got Jason and Leatherface. To me, the best Leatherface ever made. I don't know why they just can't get another good one out there. I'm not a big fan of all the other ones that they put out there, but it works. And then we got Hot Toys, the Crow. His crow fell back there. I gotta open up that case and get him. His crow was on his shoulder, but it fell. So I haven't opened up the case in a while, so. All right. All right, guys. Then we got the PCS, Michael Myers. When I did a review of this, a lot of fans were upset about it. I didn't let it bother me too much. They were saying something about the coat and the hair didn't resemble the prototype or whatever. Again, I was good with this. I wanted a Michael Myers in my collection. I didn't care really if it was 100% accurate. I was just looking for space, and this one was the perfect space that I had available. So he works for me. Pennywise, Iron Studios, Freddy, I don't even know. That's just a toy. I don't even know, guys. All right, guys, I think we are complete. Let's do a quick sweep of the room for you guys again. This is what I do, guys. I come up here, I'll watch some TV up here, I'll sit on these couches. I usually bring Jonesy with me, but Phil comes up here a lot, and I feed Phil up here. Phil's the stray cat. Jonesy still wants to kick his ass at all times. But we come up here, watch some sports, watch something, lay down on a rug. The reason why I put the rug here is because the cat hair, if they're gonna lay anywhere, all the hair will consume there, and I can easily vacuum it up. And that's why I don't have a lot of hair in this room. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I know you guys been asking for it for a long time. Creeper, this one was for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. You guys dig into it. I'm sorry it's so long, but I never really went into a detail of all my collection. you just see bits and pieces and reviews. So I took you through a detail of it. My brothers and sisters, till next video, be safe. Look after your brothers and sisters, and behave, and stay safe. All right, peace.